The electric vehicle industry is booming, but not everyone is riding the wave. Lordstown Motors, a once promising startup that promised to overhaul the pickup truck market, has gone bust. Could this be the start of a trend, or will other electric vehicle startups be able to avoid the same fate?
Electric vehicle stocks racing higher today, and there's a new player that just got their ticket to ride.
Lordstown Motors burst onto the scene with a grand vision to build the Endurance, an electric pickup truck that was to combine sustainability and power. Fueling their dreams, the company successfully raised a whopping $1.2 billion in funding, capturing the attention and enthusiasm of investors worldwide. With their coffers full and fierce determination, Lordstown Motors sets out to make a huge stamp on the industry by bringing the Endurance to life. Their aspirations soared high as they aim to disrupt the market dominated by traditional gasoline-powered trucks like the Ford F-150, Chevy Silverado and Ram 1500. The David versus Goliath battle takes center stage, captivating the imaginations of skeptics and supporters alike. But as we journey through time, we'll show you the complexities and challenges that impacted Lordstown Motors and could be a warning sign to other producers like Rivian. From production delays to financial struggles to investigations and lawsuits, the road to success proves far more treacherous than anticipated. A story like this could be significant for the EV industry, so for all breaking news, make sure to subscribe to our channel for all the latest content. In 2019, a vision was born. Lordstown Motors emerged onto the electric vehicle stage, led by Burns, the CEO and chairman of Lordstown Motors from 2016 to 2021. He was previously the CEO of Workhorse Group, an electric vehicle company, and a team of former General Motors executives like Kelly Burns. Their goal? To disrupt the automotive industry with an awe-inspiring creation, the Endurance. Amidst the whispers of skepticism, Lordstown Motors embarked on its journey, fueled by a staggering $1.2 billion in funding. The world watched with bated breath as this David stood tall against the Goliaths of the industry. The stage was set and the anticipation grew as the company announced its plans to build the truck, promising a revolution in transportation. However, behind the scenes, cracks began to appear. Financial realities clashed with soaring ambitions. The funds raised, though substantial, were quickly absorbed by the acquisition of the Lordstown plant in Ohio, leaving little room for future investment. The company's grand vision of producing 200,000 Endurance trucks annually by 2023 seemed increasingly unrealistic, given their limited resources and lack of experience in electric vehicle manufacturing. Compounding the challenges, the company's management team, while passionate, lacked the deep industry expertise needed to navigate the treacherous terrain of the automotive manufacturing. Despite their best efforts, missteps were made, such as the premature decision to expand with a second factory in Tennessee, or a single Endurance truck rolled off the assembly line.
Lordstown, the big assembly plant, is making the last Chevy Cruze. In fact, that ended just a short time ago, the final car rolling down the assembly line, some 1,200 jobs cut there. That's part of 5 plants, GM said, that would be closing this year with that big announcement back in November.
As the year progressed, the cracks widened. Lordstown Motors found itself burdened with a high valuation, struggling to convince investors of its potential while facing mounting doubts about its ability to deliver on its promises. Technical glitches and production delays plagued Endurance, casting a shadow over the company's reputation and denting consumer confidence as one truck caught fire and recalls happened. Then came 2020, a year that would put Lordstown Motors to the ultimate test. As the world grappled with the devastating effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, the electric vehicle industry was not spared from its relentless impact. In the face of unprecedented circumstances, Lordstown Motors embarked on the production of their electric pickup truck. However, the pandemic reared its head, causing widespread disruptions across the automotive landscape. Supply chains faltered, manufacturing plants faced temporary closures, and uncertainty loomed large.
This is a slap in the face to the workers and the communities in Michigan and in Ohio who have taken the brunt of this. You know, they got the public money to help bail them out.
Production delays became inevitable, casting a shadow of doubt over the company's ability to deliver on its promises. Financial woes further compounded the situation. Lordstown Motors reported a staggering net loss of $125 million, primarily driven by soaring operating costs. The company found itself in a precarious position, desperately seeking ways to navigate the stormy financial waters. Sadly, this led to a significant blow as plans were unveiled to lay off 1,000 employees, adding to the growing sense of instability within the organisation. Amidst these trials, management shake-ups rattled Lordstown Motors, further eroding stability and hindering progress on the Endurance. With shifting leadership and internal uncertainties, the company struggled to find its footing and forge a clear path forward. Against the backdrop of an already challenging landscape, Lordstown Motors faced intense competition from other electric pickup trucks. Rivian's R1T and Tesla's Cybertruck emerged as formidable contenders, boasting advanced features and capturing the attention of consumers. The race to capture market share became increasingly fierce, with Lordstown Motors finding it difficult to distinguish itself in an increasingly crowded playing field. In 2021, the company found itself caught in the eye of a perfect storm, facing investigations, financial struggles, and a series of devastating blows that would lead to its eventual downfall. The year began with a dark cloud of uncertainty as Lordstown Motors came under scrutiny. The Securities and Exchange Commission launched an investigation into possible securities fraud, following allegations that the company had misled investors about the number of pre-orders for the Endurance. The trust that had once buoyed the company's ambitions began to erode, casting a shadow of doubt over its future. As if the investigations were not enough, Lordstown Motors was hit by a barrage of challenges that further threatened its stability. Supply chain issues and a lack of funding forced the company to announce a delay in the start of Endurance production. Amidst the mounting pressure, Lordstown Motors found itself trapped in a cycle of declining stock prices. The once promising stocks tumbled to new lows, battered by a combination of financial troubles, the persistent grip of the COVID-19 pandemic, and the company's inability to secure the necessary funding to keep its operations afloat. To make matters worse, investors took legal action against Lordstown Motors, accusing the company of misleading statements regarding pre-orders and the development of the Endurance. Lawsuits piled up, intensifying the company's challenges and further eroding investor confidence. In a devastating blow, the Department of Justice launched its own investigation into potential securities fraud, honing in on Lordstown Motors' alleged misrepresentations to investors. The weight of these investigations and legal battles grew heavier with each passing day, pushing the company to the edge of a precipice. By November 2021, Lordstown Motors faced a grim reality. Financial constraints and persistent delays forced the company to make an announcement. Production of the Endurance would come to a halt. The dream that had ignited so much excitement was extinguished, leaving only disappointment and uncertainty in its wake. In a final attempt to salvage the remnants of its ambition, Lordstown Motors filed for bankruptcy protection in December. The company sought a lifeline, hoping to restructure its debt and find a buyer willing to breathe new life into its vision. The year began with a haunting echo of past struggles as the company's stock price continued its downward spiral, plummeting to a mere $0.02 per share in February. The once promising stocks of $10 per share told a tale of financial turmoil. And to add salt to the wound, Lordstown Motors now faced legal battles on multiple fronts. Accusations of falsifying documents related to the production of the Endurance led to lawsuits from disgruntled investors. The company found itself entangled in a web of legal complexities, a testament to the erosion of trust that had once propelled its ambitions. In the face of insurmountable challenges, Lordstown Motors was left with no choice but to take the painful step of filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in June. The company's assets, including the Lordstown factory and the Endurance project, were sold in an attempt to generate much-needed cash. Yet even this desperate measure fell short, unable to save the company from its downward spiral. Statistics painted a stark picture of Lordstown Motors' downfall. The stock price plummeted, erasing investor confidence. And early 2023 was the final nail in the coffin. The year began with a glimmer of hope as Lordstown Motors held a bankruptcy auction, desperately seeking a buyer to breathe new life into the company. However, this last-ditch effort proved futile. No willing suitor emerged, and the assets of Lordstown Manor remained unsold. The company's dreams of a revival were shattered, and it became evident that its fate was sealed. With no lifeline in sight, Lordstown Motors faced the harsh reality of liquidation. The company ceased to exist, and its once thriving operations came to a grinding halt. The employees were laid off. The headquarters in Lordstown, Ohio, fell silent. Its doors closed, serving as a poignant reminder of the void left by Lordstown Motors' departure. The tangible symbol of the company's ambition now passed into the hands of Foxconn. So what do you reckon? Could this be the start of a larger shake-up in the electric vehicle industry? Well, share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest trends and developments in the world of EVs. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time.